strangers.
I'm Robbie. I play drums and sing.
Oliver. I play in a rock and roll band.
Alright.
Alright, see you guys.
Have a good one, Dion.
See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.
So, how's your tour been so far?
Tour's
It's been good.
Great.
Yeah, totally. It's been
Night
one of the
3 of 4.
Yeah. So we're 3/4 of the way done.
Okay.
4 shows in a row. 3 are done. It's good.
So you guys will be here tomorrow.
We'll be here tomorrow, and then we go home for a few days, and then we go to Chile.
Oh, it's Chile. Okay.
Yeah.
Dead Meadows playing, I believe, right?
Totally,
And,
yeah. We're playing that festival. I'm so psyched. It's gonna be
Who
good.
else is playing? I saw the lineup the other day.
Os Mutantes.
Oh, yeah.
Sonics.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
Crocodiles
right. That's
are
right.
playing.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
That's awesome. You guys
It's
are
gonna
gonna
be a
enjoy
fun
it. Chile's beautiful. It's beautiful.
We've been to Chile before, and it was awesome.
It was winter. Now it'll be summer, which will be
It should be nice. Perfect time to go. It's getting cold everywhere, so.
I'm bringing my Speedos and my Daisy Dukes, beach and casual.
All right.
Smart.
Released your last album, I believe it was February of this past year, right? Of 2015.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Is there any plans for something new? Are you guys working or not quite yet?
We're working on some stuff slowly. We've kind of even been working on stuff since even that album has come out. And even right then, we kind of always work on things a little bit. We were doing this thing on this last tour where we were just kind of making up a bunch of songs on the spot. And we recorded a lot of those shows, and some of that's pretty crazy and insane. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but the album always ends up forming into something at some point once you kind of realize what you want to do. But we just try to work on stuff as much as we possibly can, and at some point you get like a really good idea, and that's it.
Yeah, and that stuff during the set and stuff like that, it was just like totally improvised, and then like sometimes it was cool, sometimes we're like.
Sometimes it was really cool. It was never bad. It was never bad.
But we need to go back and listen to some of that stuff because we recorded it for that purpose, and we did it that way. One, to change our set and make it exciting for us, and one, we don't also like. I keep saying one. There's no two. We change the set every night, and we don't really write it till like 10 minutes before or something.
So every show is different and unique.
Yeah, and then every tour is different. Sometimes we do different things and stuff. And the reason we did that was kind of that reason, to change it up and do something exciting for ourselves, and then also, hey, we'll just record it and maybe we'll have some ideas for something new in the future.
And it's kind of cool. There's something really awesome and special about something being written right at a moment. You know, I think it was like Hank Williams Sr. or something like that who said, like, if you can't write the song and if you didn't write a song in like 10 minutes, you would just throw it away. You know, and there's that moment when you like just say something so off the cuff and it's like you know, just so straight from the heart and like exactly what you mean without even meaning it. There's like some sort of subconscious force or something which writes something. There's even been a few songs in the past that have been written that way where I think either Dion and I or all of us have written it together, where it was kind of almost like we were just kind of jamming some idea for a song or playing it. And the vocal take that was written at that time ended up being the words for the song. And it's like, I don't know where the hell I'm going with this, you know, but it's like, it just ends up being this sort of like, you know, poem or idea that gets written, you know, it must be like some dream you had or something, and it kind of is just pretty amazing. It's pretty cool how like something so insightful can happen without you even putting any effort into it, or like that kind of thing, or like trying to think about it too much. It's like, you know, so often I feel like things are so kind of contrived and stuff, and you see a band or something and they've practiced so hard or they've worked so hard to kind of do some particular thing, and, or like they're playing, a lot of times people play along with recorded tracks and it just sucks the life out of something, you know? It's like there's something really awesome about, you know, the shit falling apart and you having to like just barely pick up the pieces at this particular moment, and what you do with that and what gets turned into that. And it's like, that's the coolest stuff that happens in your life even anyways. If you like plan the perfect evening, like it'll be okay, you know, but it's like if you just kind of say like, sure, I'll go do that or whatever, and you know, even you'll be like, oh man, I don't want to go to the pool or something, and then you go and it's like really fun or something. So I think that's an important lesson for everyone.
There's a song on the last record that the last song on it, the take that's on the recording is the first time we ever played it.
Even came up with the idea for the song. It was like
everything, and we recorded it. We went through this phase where we were just like jamming, and we had mics all over the room.
And we were trying to actually at the moment record that album, Transfixiation. We had this idea where like capture the live power of the band, and so I like rebuilt our recording studio to kind of like record as many tracks as we possibly can at the time.
Do you record at home?
Yeah, totally. And so, or wherever we kind of have space and stuff, and so I was set up this our studio where we could have like record like 86 tracks at a time or something like that, and that was so. It was like we were doing this thing with the record before where you'd put like 12 mics on a guitar cabinet or something, and the power was just so strong. So I was just thinking this was a cool idea to like record like 86 mics at once, you know? And so we rebuilt the studio, and that was the main idea for the album. But we were trying to write some songs, and like on that song, we just had, there was like one mic pointed at the wall, one mic on the ground, one mic in the air, and like the vocal mic. And it made us have this huge realization for this record, is it was like the shittiest recording technique of all time. And that didn't matter at all. It was all about like being like super fucking pumped and psyched and like really connecting with the people that you're playing with. That's the best time you're gonna record something. You don't need some fancy studio or any bullshit or anything like that. Like the tracks that I mixed to make that song were such crap. But like we are actually like completely feeling this thing. We tried to re-record that song like 10 times or something.
It too.
Never sounded as good as that moment when like we really believed what was going on.
So what you're hearing is the first time you really decided.
And so that like made a big turn for the record. Like then we were like, okay, let's not be so concerned with these techniques. Like let's just get ourselves psyched into kind of, you know, having a good day and, you know, I don't know, getting for something thrilling and recording that on tape.
That's awesome. That's very inspiring. Wow. So do you produce it yourself as well?
We do, yeah. We've always produced our records and, you know, mixed and mastered our records and everything.
Awesome.
We've tried to go to some other places. There was like, with the second record we did, we had this opportunity to go to some fancy mastering house, and I also did a master too in the label. It was Mute at the time. They were like, we actually like your master better. And then the next record we tried to master with this famous guy in Brooklyn, and I won't say who he is, but we took it to the guy's place and we sat with him and we listened to it for an hour. And then he turned around from his chair and he was like, there's nothing I can do to make this album sound better than it does. So I was like, oh shit, well, I guess we should just do it ourselves. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about, I think it's Death by Audio, right? Is that your...
Yeah, totally.
Yeah?
That's it started out as an effects pedal company, and then it turned into this like space that we had in Brooklyn that we kind of built up into this crazy warehouse and was having shows and stuff, and it was like artist spaces and everything. And then last November, I guess it's
Your birthday.
yeah, was it 2014 like this? Yeah, 2014.
22nd.
Yeah, November. It ended on my birthday, November 22nd, 2014. We had it for like 9 years, I think, or something. So it was a cool space in New
Which
York.
is a long time for illegal.
It is. Time
DIY
starts to
venue.
pass, go really quickly, and you don't realize it. But yeah, it was wicked and so awesome to have, and hopefully we'll be able to get something else again like that. But just such an awesome thing. If you ever get the chance to live in a venue or live with like 12 people or something, I would suggest it.
There's a couple out here.
Totally, and
Yeah.
that's like, I don't know, it's really kind of cool. There's some stuff which maybe sucks about it, but it's good to be, people kind of have to create these spaces and these things to kind of do something really cool in a space where you can do whatever the hell you want. And that's such an awesome, liberating feeling that it's really unparalleled with kind of anything else. Like, you should be able to live in a house where you should feel free to take a circular saw to like a table and cut it in half or something like that. It's a good thing. A friend of mine from Toronto who had this like amazing record collection and this really cool place and lots of cool art from all over the place, like just decided one day to sell everything that he owned and go travel around the world. And that dude, what's his name? No. He's that guy. He's always so good hanging out. He's like, he booked, I don't know, before you were in the band, he booked this because he booked that hotel, the Drake Hotel. But that's just a cool inspiration, to be able to just like flip your life upside down or something like that. No, it wasn't Nick. What is that guy's name? I don't know. He's a good dude.
He's a good dude.
Really good dude. Yeah, totally. But but that's a good thing. You should turn your life upside down. I think that's good.
And what do you guys have planned coming up? Anything after you're done with the tour?
We've got a couple other little tours coming up, and then I think, I don't know, we're trying to kind of focus on recording some more material and stuff, and maybe try to take it easy this year, but we'll see what ends up happening. Dion is
famous last words.
Famous last words, exactly. Dion recorded a record, I think it was like over the last 2 years.
It was kind of when we were finishing ours.
I think so.
Because we did some of the sessions like right after ours.
Yeah, totally. So I think he might come up with his record or something, and I think it'll
He's probably played like 4 shows or something.
One.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's his
I was
other
there.
band. Yeah, Flowers.
Yeah.
What was the name of his band?
Though,
Who did?
I don't know. He doesn't have a name yet.
Oh, okay.
It'll probably be Dion Lunadon and the Lunadons or something.
Dion and the Belmonts.
Dion and the Belmonts. That's good. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
That is
He should go with that. Yeah,
Very
that's original. That's good. The new originals.
Their first single is called The Wanderer, I think.
Yeah.
You guys played Psych Fest this year, right?
We did. Yeah, totally. That was awesome. That was
2 years
great.
ago. 2 years ago.
Oh,
your
shit.
past son.
2015. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
we
guys
did
get involved
the
in that?
Austin
And the
one.
year before we did the
Was it? We did the pre-party.
Oh, the pre-party.
Or maybe that was 2 years before.
I don't know.
Did you guys get involved with that?
We've always been friends with the Black Angels from a long time ago, and so they're just, they always ask us to come play Psychfest, I think, so as far as I know. And then sometimes we can, it's something that I know we should try to play.
I don't think they
Sure.
do, except for the Black Angels, I don't think they do bands back to back.
Yes, they do.
I'll call Christian or something. Be like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it would be too hard, you know what I mean? Yeah, totally. But,
I'm curious, the
I hear you, Scotty. Yeah, everyone's trying to leave, yeah.
The name, where did that come from?
It's actually from this Aleister Crowley poem, and which is called Akeldama, and it means a place to bury strangers, and it's like, yeah, and there was this the old drummer of the band. We had a bunch of random names, and that was one of the names, and that was put on the first flyer, and then we're that band ever since. I always thought it was kind of a terrible name, and thought we like sounded like a pirate band or a metal band or something like that. But that's kind of good to sort of like have something that you have to overcome, I think, in life to sort of make something turn into something else, you know, or something.
Really, in the end, doesn't really matter. The name.
Totally,
I mean,
I think it probably does on people's initial thoughts of the band because it sounds kind of like fucking evil or something like that. But I think it's.
I mean, if you think of like our buddy Berger's favorite band, Flogging Molly, you know, a name like that, it's like
the band's so good.
Yeah,
Flogging Molly.
The
So
name doesn't
transcends.
matter.
Well, even at that, I don't think they put your full name. Like at the Psychos Fire when I had it,
Or
it
it
was
said
the initials.
APTBS.
Yeah.
Something to write it out. Depends who's doing it. Lazy there.
That's always better. Yeah, totally.
APTBS.
Apartment bullshit.
There we go.
With living with 14 people.
Well, anything else you guys would like to add?
That's it. Yeah, totally. Just do whatever you love to do because if it doesn't work out, then at least you're doing what you love to do.
All right. Thank you guys.
Fuck yeah.